channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family? Welcome back to the channel, baby. It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
With another reaction
video. All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back, welcome back.
We about to get into some more interesting topics today. Hope you guys are ready for these ones. Let them know who we react to today.
So shout out to Fox News.
Shout out to Fox.
The video is titled, Homan Sends Message to Rogue Judge. Defies Logic.
All right, so you're sending a message out there. I don't know if it's via text, via email, or you just shot a kite. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we'll get into it, man. But before we do, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And then comment down below, baby.
Come on.
Come and join the squad.
Yes. Half and J.
H and J. You feel me? Plus, you ever kicking off?
What?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes. Boom. I gotta get my wind up, boy. She hit that high note over me. They like, damn, man. I thought you gonna stop. Ooh. Shit, cardio's calling me, boy.
All right, let's get to some news. It's 4 minutes after the top of the hour. The White House is defending its decision to send hundreds of alleged gang members to a super prison down in El Salvador.
And President Trump is thanking the country for taking all of those illegal migrants in.
Good job, El Salvador. One of the great stories in Central and South America. Maddie Rivera is live in Washington. Maddie.
Hi, guys. Good morning. The president of El Salvador says more than 200 Tren de Aragua members arrived in the country over the weekend. He also says they received almost 24 MS-13 gang members from the U.S.
Damn.
A senior Trump administration official tells our Bill Malusian 200...
Almost 24 from the United States. That's a lot of people.
Right.
Especially them Salvadorians. They're crazy. Like, they carry machetes and all that type of stuff.
members from the U.S. A senior Trump administration official tells our Bill Malusian 261 illegal aliens were deported to El Salvador. In total, 101 were Venezuelans removed via Title VIII, and 137 were deported through the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. And that's what's been causing a lot of controversy. This wartime authority gives the president the power to deport non-citizens without a judicial hearing during a period of war or invasion. The act has only been used 3 other times in American history. This is the first time it's been invoked since World War II. But the president is justifying its use.
Well, this is a time of war because Biden allowed millions of people, many of them criminals, many of them at the highest level. They emptied jails out. Other nations emptied their jails into the United States. It's an invasion.
On Saturday, a federal judge ordered the Trump administration to stop removals under the act to see if its invocation is legal. And he ordered deportation flights to turn around.
Wait a minute, the judge is stopping it? I just don't understand. I just don't get it, man. I swear I don't get it. I don't get it.
See if its invocation is legal. And he ordered deportation flights to turn around. But the White House says the planes were already outside of U.S. airspace, so they argue the judge's ruling no longer applied. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the administration did not refuse to comply with a court order. Leavitt goes on to say federal courts generally have no jurisdiction over the president's conduct of foreign affairs, adding a single judge in a single city cannot direct the movements of an aircraft carrier full of Aryan alien terrorists who are physically expelled from U.S. soil. The temporary restraining order is in effect for 14 days. A hearing is scheduled on March 21st. Lawrence Ainsley and Brian.
All right.
Maddie, it's incredible. Thank you so much. When you look at their rap sheets, it's hard to believe that some judge was saying, keep them here in America.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're alleged gang members and their rap sheets are long. These are...
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, how you would, first of all, how you would judge trying to prevent crime or police crime, I guess you can say, punish people for doing crimes. That's your job. That's what you do for a living. So it's kind of like you see these gang members with extensive long rap sheets that you're trying to keep in the United States.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding that, but you go to give somebody a life sentence or 25 to life for doing the 3 strike law for stealing a Snickers bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild to me.
America. Because they are alleged gang members and their rap sheets are long. These are career criminals that were in America, in this great country of El Salvador. The president there, working hand in hand with Donald Trump, decided they can come here. And you see in the video, their heads were being forced down. They're being transported one by one. They're getting their heads shaved. They're walking with their hands behind their necks. And this is all at a detention center, the El Salvador Terrorism Confinement Center. And the president down there says they will stay for at least a year.
Yet again, I find myself amazed with the Democratic Party and even some of the members of the media.
Yeah.
They're talking about process again, and they're not talking about the evildoers that were in our country because Joe Biden decided to just unleash the border, remove all the security barriers that were there because he didn't like the president that came before him. And you had 10 million people come into the country. We didn't vet these people, and some of these people right here were the ones that came into the country. Rapists, murderers, people that committed assault as well. And so you have this unifying message. 80% of the country, over 70% believe that we should have mass deportation of these people.
100%.
Yet they defend the actions of these criminals.
So the way I understand it, a couple of days ago, I think it was Friday, where the president enacted the 1798 era Alien Enemies Act. And he said because of that, he was setting the table to get rid of TDA, MS-13, and all these criminal gangs that have come into our country. Next thing you know, we have lined up, I guess, 21 of the most wanted El Salvador MS-13 guys, 250 alien enemy members of TDA. They were all decided because I think Marco Rubio worked this out with the El Salvadorian president to open up their prisons. They clean up their country by putting them all in jail. And they said the ones who came into America, we'll take them back. We pay them, but it's going to save us money to put El Salvador, keep them in a complete lockup for at least a year because we do not have the confidence that Venezuelan will be able to hold them. So a judge decides, wait a second, I don't think you should be able to do the 1798 Act. Turn the plane around.
No way.
Turn the plane around.
No way.
No, we're already
Turn
out.
the plane
And in
around?
turn,
That's crazy.
Congressman Brandon Gill of Texas has announced plans to impeach the judge for trying to assert himself in this process. And it's James
Which they
Boasberg.
should.
He wanted a 14-day hold to examine this. Forget it. And okay, Democrats, go ahead. You go stick up for these guys.
You run on this.
You said that
Tell
Barack
that to the
Obama,
nunnery family.
this judge is a Barack Obama
Yes.
appointee, and Donald Trump said, too late. You decided this. They're already out of U.S. airspace. They're flying down to El Salvador now. The migrants are already out of U.S. airspace when that judge ordered the planes to return. And he said the order came too late.
81 illegal aliens also arrested in Kentucky on ICE raids. So we've kicked out about 37,000 illegal aliens with criminal backgrounds and did some type of criminality once they were here. This is exactly what Trump's trying to do.
I just asked the question, Brian, again. Is this, you see these images of these violent criminals that were in our country. Do you guys want to be the party of these folks right here? Do you want to be the party of defending these folks? Something has to also be done. Brandon Gill, he's the youngest Republican in the House, represents my home state of Texas. He's offering these articles of impeachment. I don't think it's unwarranted. You got these federal judges that are acting like activists, trying to make sweeping measures for something that the president has the authority to do.
Right. So think about this. If you're Laken Riley's family and you find out the Democrats and this judge is saying, turn the plane around, bring it back to America, you know how many crimes that they would have perpetrated had President Trump not won the election and led the charge, but Tom Homan, the executor of these plans to get rid of these people right away. So I just think overall it's a great message. This is what they keep telling me. Like Henry Quayle was the first to say it. It is so valuable to show the world the video of people being turned around. Don't just tell me numbers. Show people being turned around because it bridges languages. They go, it's not worth it to sell my mud hut and come here with all the money I have to get into America. I'm staying.
So this morning, hundreds of illegal immigrants, some with alleged gang ties, are no longer in the country. The Trump administration deporting them to an El Salvador mega prison. It comes as an Obama-appointed judge temporarily blocks the president from using a wartime act for deportations. White House border czar, Tom Homan, joins us now. So, Tom, this is a promise made, a promise kept. But it looks like a judge is trying to stop this. Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why any judge would want terrorists returned to the United States. I mean, first of all, that video, what a beautiful thing to see.
It's incredible.
Look, the President Trump, by proclamation, invoked the authorities of the Alien Enemies Act, which he has right to do, and it's a game changer. And we removed over 200 violent criminals from the United States, just not TDA, but also MS-13. The actions of President Trump made this country safer. Every criminal alien, every criminal public safety threat, and national security threat removed from this country makes this country safer. That's what American voters voted for. That's their mandate to the president. The president's keeping his promise. President Trump's a game changer. The Alien Enemies Act hasn't been used in a long time. And when I watched the video and I saw, and I was involved this week in this whole movement, there's an extraordinary thing what the President Trump is doing to keep his promise to American people to make this country safe again. And he's doing a fabulous job.
So, Tom, I look at this judge. The flights were already in the air, in international waters. How did the judge get involved? Did these immigrants that were in the country illegally, did their lawyers get involved and make a petition?
First of all, like he just said, these illegal immigrants, they're over here illegally. Mm-hmm. In my mind, I feel like they have no rights in the United States because you're here illegally anyway.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? So I'm not getting what the judge is trying to really do.
Right.
Like, you trying to, I don't know.
But now other news outlets are saying that President Trump is going against the judge's ruling, saying that I'm so tired, but he's not cooperating with the judge's ruling. So
he shouldn't. These people are illegal. It's like when you go to jail, you lose your rights then, right?
Right.
And you're from the United States.
But from this, they're saying that the flights were already
in the air.
In the air, yeah.
Right.
So
in international waters.
But the other news media outlets are making it seem like
they were still on the ground,
that he just went against it, like he's
took flight on him anyway.
Right. Yeah. And you know what news outlets those are.
Of course.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Immigrants that were in the country illegally, did their lawyers get involved and make a petition to the judge? How did this happen? How did the judge know about the flights being in the air?
Again, information was leaked somehow. I don't quite know how it got leaked, but there was a court emergency court hearing on five people that were on schedule to be deported. The judge had a written order that said these 5 people can't be removed right now. It wasn't until this flight was already in international waters, heading down to El Salvador, that the judge made some comment about returning the flights. We're already in international waters. We're outside the borders of the United States. I'm the border czar. Once you're outside the border, it is what it is. But they're in international waters, already on the way south, close to landing. You know what? We did what we had to do. Remove terrorists, significant public safety threats in the United States. Right. By the order of the proclamation by the President of the United States, we did the right thing.
Absolutely.
Tom, you say that it was 5 that were on there where this emergency hearing was coming. So why is the judge asking for the entire flight to be returned?
Your guess is good as mine, Lawrence. You got some radical judge who makes a decision.
This can't happen.
That just defies logic. I mean, who in the right mind, whether you're a judge or not, wants known public... TDA, a recognized terrorist organization, sent here by the Maduro regime to create havoc, to unsettle the United States through the use of fentanyl to kill thousands of Americans, violence to American citizens, raping and murdering young women in this country. They are enemies of this country, and President Trump treated them as enemies, and we did exactly what we should have done.
Absolutely.
Again, President Trump is going to make this country safe again. He's going to do it one illegal alien at a time. And this weekend, we did 261.
So Tom, what's next? Because I'm getting a little worried about the manpower. These guys they have to be tired. You got 30 guys in a stack going on different busts every single day. You're going to run out of money. It doesn't look like you're getting support from the Democrats on this. You're going against the judges now. What's next?
Another flight. Another flight every day. The teams are going to be out there every day. Every day, the men and women of ICE are going to be in the neighborhoods of this nation arresting criminal, illegal alien, public safety threats, and national security threats. Lawrence, you're not going to stop us. We made a promise to the American people. The President Trump has made a promise to the American people. We're going to make this country safe again. I wake up every morning loving my job because I work for the greatest president in the history of my life, and we're going to make this country safe again. I'm proud to be a part of this administration. We're not stopping. I don't care what the judges think. I don't care what the left thinks. We're coming.
That's what I'm talking about.
I just love seeing you going through these protesters just crunching on the apple as their liberal tears just flood the hallway. Tom Homan, thanks so much for joining the program.
I'm Steve Ducey.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, and it's still just crazy to me how a judge is trying to stop criminals, though.
The level of delusion. The delusional Dems. That's
Crazy.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
Delusional Dems.
I see why it says it defies logic.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean,
Yeah.
it's common freaking sense. You're a judge, bro. You're trying to prevent crime. You're holding people accountable for the crimes that they're doing. That's your job. And here you are trying to bring criminals back into the United States
Right.
so they can commit crimes?
Right.
That don't even make sense.
Hardcore gang members, though.
Come on, man. I'm talking about running around with machetes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They see stuff like that in their own country all day, so that it's nothing to them to cut somebody's head off, cut somebody's arm off, or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Just sick.
that's wild. That is wild, man. You guys comment down below, man. Let us know what you guys think about this judge, whoever this judge shall be, trying to stop the flight of 261 violent criminals going back to where they should be at anyway, doing their little crime over there. That's what they want to do. That's y'all country, do it over there. But over here in the United States, nah. We got y'all kids out there, our kids here, family, friends, et cetera, man. So, innocent
You
people.
got people that crossed over who absolutely can't stand Americans.
Right.
And will want to harm us.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you have judges fighting to keep them here? Like,
that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense whatsoever. That judge need to even, I don't know how he's
well,
even.
they said he might be up for impeachment.
He needs to be.
so,
I'll be scared to even go in front of him.
yeah.
Like, real talk, even if I ran a stop sign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy. And how did he find out?
right.
You know?
Somebody leaked it. It's always an inside job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. Like, again,
Yes.
comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about this judge. I'm sure you guys think the same thing we're thinking. But we'd like to hear your thoughts anyway, so make sure you comment down below. And also, it helps the video to reach more of an audience. So,
Yes.
with that being said, let's jump to some shout-outs.
So shout out to everyone because you guys have been here for us throughout everything, and we appreciate all of you guys.
Yes, we do.
This is Good Vibes Tribe. You know what I'm
Vibes
saying?
Tribe, man. You know what I'm saying?
Haven't said that in a while.
Right.
So shout out to the Good Vibes Tribe.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Like Jay said, shout out to everyone who's ever supported us in any way possible, watching the video, sharing the video, commenting on the video, just engaging, period.
Right.
And just staying true to yourselves first and foremost, and staying true to us as well.
And we want to go live just so we can connect with our new family members and old, you know?
Right. And we're trying to find some good, funny videos for you guys. But again, we want you guys to kind of leave us the links, what you guys want to see us react to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because what we may want to react to, you guys may not want to see it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right.
Again, leave the links down in the comment section, guys. Make sure you guys
Not hot links.
Right, not hot links. You know what I'm saying? But that's an old school one for all y'all old school family members. But make sure you guys keep God first.
Most importantly.
And we'll catch you guys in the next reaction video.
Yes. Peace.